森林里的早晨有点不一样。今天是音乐会的练习日，小熊、小红狐狸和乌鸦被分成同一组，要一起准备一段音乐演出。小熊选择了他最喜欢的手风琴，小红狐狸则兴奋地拿起节拍棒，而乌鸦当然负责唱歌，他总是对自己的高音很有自信。我们要做一段有气势的开场。小红狐狸双眼发亮，一边打着拍子，一边快速地走位，语调兴奋地像在跳舞。我还没准备好，小熊轻声说，手还在微调手风琴的音孔。他的声音像风一样轻，不容易被听见。你太慢了啦，我们这样永远练不完。狐狸叹气，拍子打得更快了，可不可以专心一点？乌鸦站在中间，头跟着节奏晃了一下，但旋律才刚开始，就因为不一致的速度而停住。再一次吧，从头开始。小熊说。不是吧，又要重来一次？狐狸抱起双手，尾巴在地上拍得更急了。第3次、第4次，练习仍然卡住。小熊的手开始发抖，眼神躲闪，他总是担心自己是不是拖慢了大家。狐狸则越来越大声，像是在练习里试着盖过一切不顺。这样演出会变灾难耶，他说得急促，像是想把整段排练推过去。乌鸦沉默了一会儿，最后飞离排练场，飞到米米身边。我想唱歌，可是我唱不到。乌鸦说，声音变得小小的，有点难过。米米放下笔记本，站起来，那我们去听一下，看还可以怎么帮得上忙。隔天，米米坐在排练场边，狐狸依旧节奏明快，小熊依旧慢半拍，两人之间的空气像是卡了一段不会解的旋律。要不你换人啊？狐狸不耐地说。小熊睁大眼睛，我没有说过我要退出，只是我真的需要再多一点时间。我们又不是比谁练得成啊。狐狸语气高了一点，连乌鸦都微微退后一步。米米走过去，没直接说话，只是在一旁摆出一张小桌子，上面放了一杯温热果茶和一本节奏练习图。这是？小熊好奇问。节奏是可以视觉化的，米米说，不一定要你跟上它，也可以让节拍找到你自己的速度。狐狸也凑过来看了一眼，皱着眉但没说话。他的眼神不像昨天那么尖锐，像是开始听进去了。那天下午，他们没练完整段曲子，却在那张图前练了2个小时的一起呼吸，一起吸，一起吐。节拍就在这些小动作里开始重叠。乌鸦站在米米肩上，看着两人像第一次一样重新学习拍手与停顿。小熊开始会看着狐狸的手势在弹，狐狸也会回头等他一眼，再开始打节奏。我可以调整一下速度，让你比较好进入。狐狸主动说出这句话时，米米偷偷笑了。第3天练习，曲子终于连起来了。音乐还是不完美，有几个拍子还是乱了，但乌鸦开口唱歌了，终于有办法唱到整段了。他说完，轻轻跳到小熊肩上，谢谢你没退出。小熊不好意思地笑了一下，我差点就放弃了，还好你们都还在。狐狸走过来，拍了拍他的肩，我也学到要等一等，有时候才能听到不一样的旋律。演出当天，森林里静悄悄的，观众坐在草地上，等着听那段练了整整1周的乐曲。手风琴的声音厚实，节拍稳定，乌鸦的歌声像风一样穿过林间，没有谁快谁慢，只有一起开始一起结束的音乐。表演结束后，观众鼓掌，小熊和小红狐狸互看一眼，都笑了。米米坐在最后一排，笔记本上写着，节奏不只是音乐的速度，也是我们学会彼此靠近的方式。他合上笔记本， 望着那3个并肩鞠躬的身影，心里也响起一段无声的旋律，那是属于理解、接纳与共同努力的节拍。The morning in the forest felt a little different. Today was rehearsal day for the forest concert. Little Bear, Little Red Fox, and Crow were grouped together to prepare a performance piece. Little Bear chose his favorite instrument, the accordion. Little Red Fox grabbed her rhythm sticks with bright eyes. And Crow, of course, was ready to sing. She was always confident in her high notes. Let's start with something bold and powerful, Red Fox exclaimed, tapping out rhythms as she danced across the space. Her voice lightened, full of energy. I am not ready yet, Bear said softly, still adjusting the reeds on his accordion. His voice was like a breeze, gentle and easily overlooked. Your eat is slow. At this rate, we'll never get through rehearsal, Red Fox sighed, her rhythm growing sharper. Can you please focus? Crow stood in the middle, bobbing her head to the beat. But every attempt to start the song fell apart due to mismatched timing. Let's try again. From the beginning, Bear said. Not again? Red Fox crossed her arms, her tail tapping more impatiently. 3 times. 4, still off minus beat. Bear's hands began to tremble. His gaze dropped. He kept wondering if he was the one holding everyone back. Fox grew louder, as if trying to drown out the dissonance through force alone. This performance is going to be a disaster, she snapped. Crow went silent, then quietly flew away toward Mimi, who was sketching under a tree nearby. I want to sing, but I can't find my place, Crow whispered, her voice a little sad. Mimi closed his notebook and stood. Let's go listen, maybe we can figure it out together. The next day, Mimi sat quietly at the edge of the rehearsal space. Fox was still quick, Bear still half a beat behind. The air between them felt like a tangled melody that couldn't quite resolve. Maybe you should just find someone else, Red Fox snapped. Bear looked up startled. I never said I wanted to quit. I just really need a little more time. Time? This isn't a contest in patience, it's a performance we're trying to pull together. Fox's voice was sharp now, even Crow took a step back. Mimi stepped forward without speaking. He set a small table nearby, placing a warm fruit tea and a visual rhythm guide on it. What's this? Bear asked softly. Rhythm can be seen, not just heard, Mimi said. You don't have to catch up to her. Maybe the beat can come meet you halfway. Fox peered over, frowning but silent. Her sharpness dulled, replaced by something more thoughtful. That afternoon, they didn't finish the piece, but they spent 2 hours breathing together, learning to tap and pause in unison. Perched on Mimi's shoulder, Crow watched as the two relearned to clap in unison. Bear began watching Fox's hands before playing. Fox started glancing back, waiting an extra breath before she struck the first beat. I can adjust my tempo a bit, Fox offered. The words surprised even her. By the 3rd day, the melody finally held together. It wasn't perfect. Some notes still slipped, but Crow could sing fully. For the first time, we made it through. Finally, she smiled, landing gently on Bear's shoulder. Thanks for not giving up. Bear smiled shyly. I almost did, but I'm glad you're still here. Fox stepped closer and patted his back. I learned something to that sometimes. You have to slow down to hear a different rhythm. On performance day, the forest held its breath. The audience sat on the grass, waiting for the piece they had worked on all week. The accordion played with warmth. The beats were steady. Crow's voice soared like wind weaving through the trees. No one was too fast or too slow, only a rhythm that began undented together. When the piece ended, applause filled the air. Bear and Fox exchanged a glance. Both smiled. Mimi, seated in the last row, wrote in his notebook, "Rhythm isn't just about tempo, it's how we learn to come closer to one another." He closed the book, his eyes resting on the three figures bowing side by side. In his heart, a quiet melody echoed soft and steady, a song of understanding, patience, and the beat of working things through together.